Hello and welcome back to FinchPlays FIFA 16 with Palermo in career mode in our second season. A mixed bag in the last episode. We had a jammy win against Lazio and then an unfortunate draw against Torino. A draw that we really should have been taking 3 points away from. We did well, we made chances, we just didn't finish the chances. Torino, on the other hand, did nada. They did absolutely nothing, and we didn't take advantage of it, so I'm a little bit gutted about that. But on the whole, Palermo's start to the season seems to be going pretty well. We are top of our Europa League group here with Ghent shortly behind us. They are going to be our first game of the episode. I'm having a look at the team sheet here. I'm pretty happy with the way everything's going. I think everyone's doing pretty well. We are at the tail end of the month, so I think after this game we might be able to have a look at the academy kids, see how they're doing, see if there's anyone we want to improve. Maybe we'll get a couple of jumps in rating as well. I think a couple of my players are on the cusp of going up to the next overall stat, so that's pretty good. So yeah, without further ado, we will jump into our first game of the episode. It will be a Europa League game at home against Ghent, who I can't remember where they're from, so I'm not even going to try and guess, and we'll dive straight in. So here we are on a rainy night at the Stadio Classico against Ghent. They are from Belgium, of course. FinchPlays, you stupid twat. I should have remembered that one for sure. But yeah, so Ghent have, I think we faced them previously at some stage, although that might have been Genk, actually, now that I think about it. They're going to be a difficult team for us to break down. They did well against Swansea, Premier League opponents. Not easy to get going with. And then Bolo with an early shot which sells their keeper, is able to just simply grasp, which I'm not too keen on, but hopefully we will find a way through in the rain here. Makianok's going to send it across to Lazar, who's going to put it into a great area, and then Bolo not quite able to rise above the keeper. And here he is again with a good interception. Go back inside and cut back. Here, Mascaro's going to turn his man. Can he get a shot off? He can, and it's a good drive at the keeper, but Sells manages to palm it away. Sends it in. Mascaro absolutely flattened by the Ghent player there. I'm assuming, yep, that's going to be a free kick for us. 27 yards. It's a dangerous area, and there's only one man for the job. Starts with H, ends with Ilyamark. Yeah, we'll kind of try and bend it around here. Into the back of the net. Was there any doubt? This man right here, Hiljemark, our Swedish number 10, with an absolutely beautiful curling free kick effort over the wall and into the back of the net. It was absolutely perfect. The keeper had no chance in hell of getting to that. Started outside, curled in. 1-0 Palermo. I'd like to break away, but if it's just going to be, kind of good passing movements and stuff like that, that's fine too. And Simon gets the better side of Lazar there. He's going to try and cut inside, and he does. And we've got to try and stop them. And the ball's bouncing around like a bar of soap at the moment in the box. Can we stop them? They make room! And it's a great drive, but it goes just over. No touch from Sorrentino. The ball was bouncing around horribly there. And we're very, very lucky to escape without conceding. I mean, one of the things always when I was younger used to put me off about FIFA, playing on the high difficulties, is that they just, the opposition just chase you down like there's no tomorrow. Is that another free kick? It's another free kick. Mascaro just getting so many opportunities. Hiljemark again, I guess. Try and do what we did before. They've got a man in spot to try and make sure we don't do exactly the same. This one's going to go slightly higher. Oh, it's going to hit the bar. He's hit the bar. He's hit the upright this time. Oh my word. Hiljemark almost getting a fucking brace of free kicks at the moment. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely ridiculous for sure. Hiljemark, good touch there. And Vasquez sent it through for Mascara, but the ball isn't good enough. And now Ghent are going to be on the break, and it's Rahman But Gonzalez should be able to deal with it, and doesn't. And it forces a save from Sorrentino when the shot comes from, I think that's Simone there. I thought I dealt with that no problem, but the ball squeezed through. And they did manage to get a shot off, obviously something that we definitely don't want to have to be contending with here. And that's a ball to the edge of the box, and, you know, it's fired in. It's so dangerous. Mackinock taking it down wonderfully under pressure there. He's going to send it through for Mbolo. And Villalba running away from his man. Oh no, it was a fake shot. It was supposed to be a fake shot. Villalba, that was such a great opportunity for you, son. Absolutely should have been doing properly with that. Fucking hell, what a waste that was. That could have been 2-0 before half time. It's been a disappointing half in some respects. It's been an alright half in others. We are 1-0 up against Ghent. But I just don't feel like we're as dangerous as we could be. Like we're not making as many chances as we really deserve to make with the team that we fielded. I feel like we had a good few shots at the beginning of the half, and I thought, oh, this will be good. We'll just keep piling on the pressure. But so far, you know, that free kick from this man right here, Oscar Hiljemark, was obviously fantastic. But you know, I feel like we need to be just a little bit more threatening. So I might maybe mess around with the midfield a bit, possibly, see what happens. But in the meantime, it's 1-0 Palermo. Only one change to speak of at the beginning of the second half. I did actually forget that Schultz was supposed to be my European keeper, and I did leave him out of proceedings in this game, so I've brought him on at half time as a kind of, oh shit, sorry, I forgot about you, son. Not the most glamorous, but in terms of play, I feel like there's nothing really, or nobody I can bring on necessarily that's going to have any appreciable effect towards the way things are going. But this is a good ball for Villalba, who's going to swing it into a great area, and Mackinock leaps up onto it, and it goes just over the bar. Let's see if we can use Lazar to put it into a dangerous area. And he does put it into a dangerous area, but it's palmed away by the keeper. Don't want to do anything rash and lose the ball here. Jesus, Webb, that was fired at Lazar, something fierce. But, you know, we just want to keep things going. I'm going to stop and take that as a free kick. You know, our free kicks have been dangerous, and I think that the more that we have, the more likely that we could be to finish them. Schultz came up there. I was going to say, is he a goalkeeper with some sort of freak... free kick accuracy? Hiljemark is going to go for goal, and it was going in, but not with enough power to really trouble Sells. Just need a bit of a slip up in the rain here, and we might have one coming up here. Hiljemark across to Mbolo, who's going to get it in there, and Hiljemark gets his head on it, and the keeper has to pull off a fantastic reaction save. Their number one Sells there. Let's see about putting it a little bit deeper from Lazar, straight towards Mackinock, and it's actually, I think, Gonzalez, the AI of Gonzalez, leaping above to get his head on that. Still 1-0. I know they say a sign of champions is to be able to, you know, win these difficult games where you're a little bit off form, and, you know, do it any way you can, do it any way necessary. I get that, I feel that, but we shouldn't be off form. We are on form, no doubt. And goodness gracious me, that casual drive there from that lad there goes just wide of our post. I feel like oh, fuck me, this is what I mean. I feel like we need to soak up a bit of this pressure, because our passes are just fucking terrible. Our possession was all right at first, but we just seem to not be doing the absolute business here. And you know, Ghent are definitely a dangerous side to contend with. Mbolo doing really well there, and look at the room over this side for Hector Villalba, who's going to come in here. He's going to hit the bar. I don't believe it. He's absolutely thundered it way, way, way too hard. I didn't even fucking tap the power bar that much. What are you doing, you bellend? He's fucking hammered it. He had so much time there. So much time. That's fucking unforgivable, that is. What a miss. And now Mbolo finds Mackinock. Surely. Oh, what was that? It was a fucking dribbler of an attempt from Mackinock. I don't know what he was doing. What's that? Man of your fucking size should be able to summon more power than that. Oh my! It's a great header. Saved by the keeper. Gent are throwing a lot at us, but again, we've had a high number of chances and we're just not doing well enough with them at the moment. Now we've got to rush back because Sells is going to send it up there. We do not want to get caught on this break, but here it comes. We've got to stop it. We've got to make sure they don't get anything too dangerous in. De Poitre on this wing sends it into a really dangerous area, and Schultz is able to collect. Goodness me, Schultz sending it righteously at Mbolo there. Oh no, we're not doing well enough here. This is horrible. We are doing awfully. But Gonzalez showing his composure. That's a horrible tackle, but Mbolo's got the pace to get away from his man. He's going to cut inside beautifully here. And it's another shot from Makienok that just floats through the air as opposed to fucking thundering as it should. And now Gent are coming forward one last time, surely in injury time. And we're just going to hoof it up towards Makienok. And it's actually a good header from him. And it's Villalba who's going to run with it. And he gets around his man. And Hector Villalba sends it in and forces a punch away from the keeper. It's headed out. Maybe Gavin Hall-Johnson. One last attempt. I think Makienok was offside anyway. There goes the final whistle. It is 1-0 Palermo. It's a win in the Europa League for us in these group stages. But my oh my, so many wasted opportunities, so many wasted chances. We're going to have to tighten up the screws if we want to keep going in this competition. So here we are in the aftermath of that Europa League game. I'm happy with the win, no doubt, but I just feel like the way we did it was not really good enough to convince me that we're a team on form, as it were. Having a look at the table at the moment, Juventus, as I mentioned, are flying at the moment. Fiorentina, our cheating arch rivals, are just above us, probably by goal difference, I would assume. And then Napoli and Genoa are close on our tails, but we are holding that third spot at the moment. It's turned to the new month, so we can have a quick look at our squad in the youth academy. This lad, Ernesto Corazzo, actually looks like he could be pretty good. He's reasonably speedy, and you know, the physicals are, I guess, kind of what you have to look for, since they're not really trainable. They've got to be a bit more natural, so he could be a good player to start training. Hopefully he'll grow a little bit. He's only 4'8" at the moment. He'll grow a little bit as it gets on. Cordoba, you know, he's such a strong player, Cordoba, but he's just not. I mean, to fill that fullback slot, I like them to be a little bit faster. Salzano, kind of a wide midfielder. He looks like he could be really good. We'll see what he does. And Lucas Aguirre, you know, he's got a bit of pace on him. I'm assuming that he's kind of like more of a central attacking mid than a striker, but you know, 48 rated at 16 is kind of dangerously low for my tastes, I think. I've had a recent look at the Italy report. We'll have a look at the monthly squad update. Abilio Lopez, I don't think you're worth investing in. Same with Cabrera. Anais possibly could be. I mean, he's natively quite fast. Maybe an inverted winger or something, but you know, 17 years old, you're going to have to hope that he's in the 60s. I will take a chance on him and sign him. You know, I forget that our wage bill and our finances aren't as bad as they were last season. Franco Gomez, I don't think, is worth investing in, and unfortunately the same with Luis Martinez. Since they seem to be a little bit older, I don't think it's too much worth it. Diego Castillo, 82 potential, not really worth it. Joaquin Hurtado, I mean, those physicals are kind of giving me the horn, but at the same time, 37 to 49 current rating is really quite distressing. I will sign him to see if his physicals are amazing. If not, I'll let him go. What is this? Julio Barrios, a potential of 58 rating seems a little bit offensive, really. Gonna get you out of here. Sergio Alvarez, 93 rating is not 94, and you're 17 years old, so I'm not really convinced enough by him. Emanuelo, not high enough potential. Elio Negro, not high enough potential. Somariva, I mean, even as tempting as those physicals are, not high enough potential. So, you know, not exactly a massive haul, as it were. We'll have a quick look. Arnaith, you know, 54 rated at 17 is not terrible. His speed isn't fantastic, but, you know, a wide midfielder, that's fine. Who's the other lad that we got? Was it Hurtado? Yeah, I mean, look at that. 40 fucking rating at 16. And he's a central midfielder, which is something we're absolutely inundated with. I mean, I'll take this opportunity to just release you and put you out your misery. Lucas Aguirre, I think we already saw. I can't remember. We'll see what I want to do with these kids. I'm looking for the kids in the other academies to kind of come through in the squad reports so I can steal them, basically. If they're in a position that I want, such as the same way that Gavin Hall-Johnson was, then I'll definitely be stealing them all day. I think Hillimark's gone up to 76 rating. Mosquero's now up to 73 as well. Hector Villalba's on form. I don't think he climbed a rating, but it's only a matter of time as far as I'm concerned. I think he's going to do really, really well real soon. But we're going to dive into our next episode, our next game of the episode, even not our next episode, up against La Spezia. La Spezia, I don't think, are a team that we should expect too much from. They are sitting in 18th place with only one win. But I have learned from my mistakes from last season where I decided that meant that it was an automatic win and that we didn't have to play football. So I am going to make a couple of changes, simply just to make sure nothing foolish happens. I'm going to stick Gilardino up front, and I'm going to put Mosquera on the wing and maybe swap him for Mbolo later. And I'm going to roll with Yayalo and then probably swap him out for Chochev. Biscaglia, I think, is doing just fine. Schultz, I don't think I need to necessarily bring in at the moment. Sorrentino's on good form. So yeah, it's clear this time, no rain. So let's see how we do against La Spezia. So here we are at home against La Spezia. I believe that they might have come up from Serie B this season. I don't recall facing them last season, unless I have a truly awful memory. You know, they're probably going to have a couple of reasonably fast players that they're going to make use of. Got to be careful of that. For the most part, though, we've been performing reasonably well against maybe what you would classify as slightly lower opposition. We did well against, like, Inverness, Caledonian, Hearts as well. I think that we definitely have the ability to beat these guys and take home 3 points. The veteran striker, I didn't actually know that much about Gilardino. I knew that I knew his name, but I wasn't really sure where from. Turns out he was a fucking incredible striker in his time. Parma, Milan, like a really cutting edge Filippo Inzaghi striker. Vasquez's shot fizzing just over the bar. Absolutely incredible player. I was actually looking through some highlight, or the goals rather, from the FIFA World Cup in 2006, I think it was. And he scored fucking goals there as well. I mean, he was a great top striker. I think Vieri compared him to as kind of like a mix between himself and Filippo Inzaghi, which is high praise from anyone, I think. But we're going to have to be careful because what a goal from La Spezia! What a rocket! Into the top corner. Where the fuck did that come from? Holy shit balls. Passing movements, I'm too busy yabbering at the moment. But I was not expecting that. It was our first time strike and it goes right over Sorrentino. Lots of power, lots of accuracy. Lazar not able to do anything about it to help out his keeper. Fuck me, it's 1-0 La Spezia. Let's fire in another one from Lazar. And Gilardino not able to rise above the defence. He must be a little bit dusty. I haven't played him much. I know he got the Golden Boot last season, but he has said that he wants to retire this season. And I feel like he's getting on just a wee bit, so I want to be careful and not put too much faith in him, especially if we come to rely on him again. Mackinock has had such a great season so far. So, Yayalo, oh, that deflection was not what I needed. That deflection needed to take it into the back of the net, basically. Here come the Spezia again. They're just carving me apart at the moment. Surely he's not onside. Shit him. He is. He is fucking onside. At the back post. And just didn't have the angle. We are getting torn up by La Spezia at the moment. Cuts in. Vasquez gets it. Sends it to Hillimark. We know how dangerous he is, and he forces a great save from the keeper. A low drive at that near post. Villalba going to send it in towards Gilardino, who has time for a touch. And he gets taken down by the defender as he goes for the volley. It was a rough challenge. Could have gone either way, really, but he had enough time to take it down, and then he was just obstructed by their number 21, Matic. And now we've got Mosquero standing over it, and he's going to go for that top corner slot, and he finds it. It's a penalty, which I'm not particularly happy about. That marks yet another set piece that we've had to rely on to get our goals, but we have equalised with a thunderous penalty from Mosquero. It's an absolute bullet. I don't really have any contention with the penalty decision. I think it was a penalty. It's 1-1. I think we'll do okay. Hopefully, Spezia will be so stunned by this magnificent goal that we've scored that we'll be able to do something good here. Gilardino showing his strength, making great room for Gavin Hall-Johnson to miss it horribly. Gilardino literally drew in two players there, made the room, gave it to Gavin Hall-Johnson. We know that he's not good on his right foot, and it's an unfortunate miss to get some good strikes in. Hilliamart doing his defensive duties beautifully. And this is what I mean. This is what I want. I want more players available. Gilardino in this position isn't really the man that I want. But he is the man that I want here. And Villalba takes all the time in the world. And oh, God, he sent it across. Yeah, yellow. It just needed a bit of whip and bend on it, son. Oh, that was, to be fair, that was a ridiculous angle to expect him to put it in. But even Mosquero on the other side, maybe I should have reacted a little bit quicker. Fuck me. Working them hard, you know, making them track horrible runs. That is the wonders of ultra-attacking. And speaking of ultra-attacking, that's a great ball. And Gilardino dispossessed legally, I should put emphasis on, even though I was about to cry bloody murder. He does get dispossessed legally there. And Hilliamart with a drive just over the bar. I thought I may as well go for it because his long shots recently, his free kicks and such have been fucking wonderful. That was a beautiful strike, but the goalkeeper had it covered. It's not the result I'd like to go into the halftime break with. Might not even be set in stone yet with passes like this going on, but you know, we've been producing chances. I think when I had my big kerfuffle in the last season about our chances and whatnot, it was because we just weren't producing them properly, and that was driving me nuts. Lazar should be able to do fucking well better than that, but there goes the halftime whistle. As I say, we are making chances, so I'm not hanging my head in shame at the moment. I'm thinking I might swap out the substitutes that I've had, bring on some different players, you know, maybe a bit more pace up front. A bit of woo, a bit of way. See what we do and see if we can score a couple more in the next half. Couple of substitutions to speak of. Chochev's coming on for Vasquez and Bolo's going up front. You know, I'm not fucking around this time. He's going up front. He's going to be searching for those goals. And then Gavin Hall-Johnson, I've moved over to the left-back position. And Pritam Kotal, our Indian fullback, is coming on. Lazar, for the first time, I think, in 2 seasons, was looking just a wee bit laboured. And I figured I may as well give him a bit of a break and see if Johnson performs even more admirably on his favoured left side. Other than that, you know, more of the same. Gilardino did well. I think Mbolo can also do the same. If given the opportunity, he's got the pace and strength to make something good happen. And here's a great ball. And Villalba, very unlucky not to be able to take advantage of it. Let's have more like that. Yeah, I'm feeling, and there's another goal in us, for sure. There might be another goal in Spezia, which is going to send things up shit creek, as it were. But I'm feeling another couple of goals from us. And Chochev is going to send it through it in Mbolo. Oh, I saw the headlines. I thought I'd go for a volley. Mbolo, not knowing which foot's which, with an absolute fucking dribbler there. Fuck, that should have been 2-1. Chochev through to Mbolo. Can he get a shot off? It does take a deflection, but the deflection sent it straight into Chichizola's arms. Still 1-1. Ah! That's a hell of a ball. And Gonzalez Does manage to collect it, but he controls it like an absolute fucking buffoon straight off his arm, and it gives La Spezia a ridiculously well-positioned free kick in a horrible area, and that we're going to have to contend with. And Sorrentino spills said free kick. Terzi is trying to pick it up. He was challenging for it at the back post. They're going to be looking to come in here. I want to shut them out and break. I don't want to give them this kind of room, and Sorrentino with a great diving save towards the bottom left. Oh man. Las Cuevas now sends it in, and it's a goal kick luckily, but La Spezia turning the screw a little bit. We can't be giving them easy opportunities like that. Up to Chochev, back to Hiljemark, up to Yalo. I can't rush this too much. Mbolo has to keep a hold of the ball. Does keep a hold of the ball. Yalo through to Chochev. Going to send it out towards Villalba, who's going to take it, cut in. Send it to Yalo. See if we can send it through for Breel. Donald Mbolo with a first-time shot. And the man that I've stuck up front instead of on the wing delivers with a fantastic finish just past the keeper. Oh, the build-up play was good. The through ball wasn't actually who I wanted it for, but Mbolo reacted erratically, but on target. That's all that matters. It's a great finish. It's 2-1. But I am going to keep going forward for sure. And Villalba through to Hiljemark, and that ball tackles well by their defender. We're just not getting the luck of the draw with getting balls through. I think that's a big thing that I'm noticing as well. Villalba doing so well as ever. And through to Yalo, and actually Oscar Hiljemark with a great opportunity. What a great save. I took an extra touch to get through. That should have been 3-1, absolutely no questions asked there. But he will have an opportunity to header it at goal, and Chichizola grasps it. We've had so many, again with all of the games that we've had so many opportunities to make something happen, and we just haven't done it properly. Pritam Kotal will send that back to Sorrentino, and I will simply hoof it away for the referee to blow his whistle. It's 2-1 Palermo. It was a hard-fought victory. It took us 81 minutes to go ahead there, but we did so in reasonably good fashion with Mbolo getting another goal. He's not been in the goals recently, but he's done well there. Again, I spoke before the match about underestimating teams like La Spezia and Bari and Terni and stuff like that. Teams that I should expect to beat because it looks like their fucking badges made in MS Paint. But either way, we have walked away with the 3 points here. So here we are in the aftermath of that game. We are sat in a comfortable second spot, 14 points from 6 games, only 4 points behind Juventus. Fiorentina seem to have slipped up. They've dropped points there, so we are 3 points clear of them. Fiorentina sharing that third spot with fourth place Genoa, who are on the same kind of points. Yeah, I mean, I'm maybe being a bit too harsh on myself by saying, oh fuck, we should have been dominating that game. As long as we get the win, I just need to chill the fuck out and be happy with that. Top scorers wise, obviously I'm used to seeing our man Gilardino at the top here, but Mbolo with 3 goals, only 2 goals off of Mandzukic. Unfortunately Asamoah for Juventus also bashing them in. He's got 5 goals as well, so Juventus are kind of running the show there. That lad Pereira, I've actually got a scout out having a look at. He's 23 years old, but he's put away 4 goals this season. There's also the potential that he's bugged slightly, I guess you could say. He's a little bit bugged, and therefore his stats are rising faster than they should do, in which case why the hell wouldn't I leap in and sign him in a cheeky deal. If you have a look in our calendar, we do have a bit of an international break, and then our next episode we're going to have Sassuolo, and then we're going to have our EuroLeague game against Swansea. But that's another thought for another day. We should ride the fantastic form that we've been in recently. I will end the episode here, so if you did enjoy the episode, please do leave me a like and a subscription. If you have any comments on how I've been playing, please don't hesitate to let me know. I wasn't about to say please don't let me know, that's not at all what I meant. Please don't hesitate to let me know, give me some tips, maybe what you think I could improve on. Any free kick stuff as well. I'd like every Hiljemark free kick to be an absolute winner. And I will catch you guys next time.